Hey everyone, welcome back to another live stream. My name is Jeannie if you're new, and I thought I would just play in Flora a little bit today. I had got it out this morning and just on a whim thought I would go ahead and try this page here so you can see I've already started it. And I'm working with a new product. These are the Spearer Farben pencils, and I've never colored with those before. These are brand new to me, and a really good friend was kind enough to gift them to me, so I thought, you know what, I would love to just be able to play with those a little bit. So let's go ahead and dive in, and I do not know these colors, so it's just going to be, winging it here a little bit. So we'll see what's going on. Hey, Mandy, so good to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. You having a good Sunday? So my Sunday has been pretty uneventful. My husband is out. Hi, Sherry. Hey, it's so good to see you. My husband's out changing the oil in my car, and I had a little bit of quiet time, so I thought, you know what, this would be perfect just to pop on here for a little bit. Oh, cool. What are you coloring, Mandy? I would love to know. I've been a little slow on the coloring front lately, so we're just going to see what we can come up with. And I'm just going to grab some pencils. What I was saying, for if you missed, is that I'm playing with the Spearer Farben pencils, and they're brand new to me. They were gifted by a good friend, so I'm just going to play with them. I do not know what I'm doing. These are, oh, Worlds of Wonder. Awesome. That is such a fun book to color in. It's been a while since I have, actually a couple months, so we're just gonna play and see how this goes, because this is brand spanking new. So just grabbed a couple of different colors, and we'll see how it goes. So Sherry, I was just looking at your roses. Those are phenomenal. I couldn't get over your yard pictures are always so beautiful, but oh my goodness. I'd be spending every waking moment out in the yard if I had a garden like you do. I um I tried to grow roses for a little while. I don't know if you remember, but I'm in the southern Arizona, so very hot climate, and they did all right. But I got those rose borers. Yes, I'm sure they're tons of work. Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. I got those rose borers in the ones that I had, and yeah, it was just sort of unnerving. So I would, I'd cut them back below that a little bit, and try to seal them so they wouldn't get back in. But boy, they just sort of went to town on my poor little roses. Hey, Pickle, so good to see you. Awesome. I hope you had a good birthday the other day. I had so much fun looking at your pictures. They were awesome. Bunch of us with May birthdays, my goodness. Yeah, I do know that roses are a lot of work though. So, I mean, being that I don't know much about them, probably didn't help. But I did have one. Hey Shannon, good to see you. Thanks for joining. So I did have one pop up in my yard. Like, I don't have any roses in my yard right now, and earlier this month I had a little rose bush pop up. So I don't know, was it like the rose hips or something reseeded, I guess? Is that what happens? I don't know, but I was real excited to get one rose bush back. So we'll see what happens. I hope you're doing good, Shannon. Anything exciting going on in your world this weekend? Gosh, I love how smooth these are. This is just a dream to color with. I have done about I won't say zero coloring this weekend, but I worked a little bit in a buddy color for next month. Getting a head start. I should be working on stuff for this month, but it caught my eye, and so I started coloring. So storms. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Are they supposed to be, I haven't checked the weather here lately. Are they supposed to be really bad, Shannon? I saw the damage in, where was it, Denton, Texas? That looked pretty horrible. But that was about it for me for coloring. So just a couple of little short sessions, and that was about it. Found this wild rose in a crack in a parking lot. Since then, I have divided it. Oh, okay, cool. So they do sort of reproduce on their own a little bit, huh? Or can. It got very lucky in my yard because it's not real hospitable there. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys heard, last week I was doing yard work, and I got bit by or stung by a bee or a wasp or something, and I'm not allergic, but it was kind of on the inside arm, so it seemed like every time I'd turn around I'd sort of bump it. It was horrible. Keep him calm. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, no doubt. Oh man, I'm sorry you're having to deal with that yet again. My goodness. Just seems like it's never out of the woods with the weather, huh? It's just always right around the corner, sadly. We had a rain here out of the blue last week, and we don't usually expect to get rain until about July for our monsoon season, so that came out of the blue, and for us it was of course welcome because we always need the rain, but I know that's certainly not your circumstance there. But it was refreshing for us, just that little bit of reprieve, so to speak. And of course, when it rained, our turtle was right out, smack out in the middle of it. He loves the rain. Little weirdo. Shannon, and I don't remember if I've asked you this before, but do you have any place safe that you can go when those happen, like the tornadoes and whatnot? I hope. Alabama, hello. Good to see you. I saw one of your pages actually on Instagram with the the skeleton. Oh my goodness. Well, was it? Yeah, skeleton with a little bit of flesh on him. He was creepy. It reminded me of my days in nursing school. Looking at that picture, like, oh yeah, that brings back memories. Don't have a basement or a safe room. Yeah. And I'm sure that's probably true with maybe most people, huh? We don't have basements here. I wish we did. Bones and Tones by Molly Jack. Yeah, I'll bet that's a fun book. Mine's the hallway, says Mandy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's, make a game plan with what you have, right? Or the bathtub or whatever happens to be the safest. So I'm curious if I sound okay. I'm using my little earbuds just to see if this is any good. I had noticed my I thought it was a little bit off before, so I thought, you know what, let's just try something different. So You'll have to give me the word on whether this is a yay or a nay with the sound. I don't want a basement. Oh my goodness, Pickle, that is so funny. You know what? You make a very good point, my friend. Yeah, and inevitably, if you have a basement, it's gonna have a yucky something down in there, and your lights are gonna go out, and you're gonna have to battle the yucky something with no lights, right? But you're right. I yeah, I probably don't need a basement. I would be a little afraid, I think. I watch too many scary movies too. Oh, good. Thank you, Pickle. I appreciate it. Yeah, for the most part, I thought it sounded okay, but then I don't know. I could hear every now and again just a little bit of a like crackle or something, and I thought maybe my speakers were going out a little bit, so thought we'd change it up a little bit here. See what happens. So, for those of you in the U.S., do you have any plans for Memorial Day or Memorial Day weekend? Have you had any plans? We don't. We bought some ribs and just a salad, makings for a salad and corn, and I think that's about the size of it. Oh, okay. I don't know because we like to hear Luna, so I don't know if you need to be getting earbuds. You don't have any plans, Mandy? Yeah. We'll put up the flag and text or call some of our veteran friends and tell them thank you, and that'll be about it. Little barbecue maybe, but probably won't tomorrow. Very nice, Shannon. How's that coming along? You just want to stay home. That's usually me too. Hi, Maritza. Very good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm a bit of a homebody, myself, so I'm perfectly fine just being here. I like these pencils. I don't know that I'm doing them justice, but can't seem to get anything completed. Man, that's been me. Let me just tell you, Shannon, it's been like that all month for me. Like I'm gonna end up with, I think I counted them up, and I've got just maybe 8 pages completed. I mean, it's just, which is not a lot, I don't think. I mean, but it's just been really slow going for me this month. So, you know what? It is what it is. I just want to have fun and try not to worry about it. I had a couple pages that I think what got me stuck is I had a couple pages that just sort of got me stumped a little bit. I'm going to take a sip of water here. That were just like a little bit detailed, I guess, but also maybe didn't start off on the right foot. Like I was working on this one Hannah Carlson page. It's that peacock pear that's in jewelry box, and I started to use some acrylic paint in that, and I feel like the paint was a little bit too thick, and it just didn't go on that smooth. And so then I feel like I spent about half the month like lamenting over that, and what I could have done differently. And so I just feel like I got a slow start to the month, which is fine, I guess. But it just, yeah, I just had a not the easiest coloring month, I guess. So, and no plans for you. It's supposed to storm again. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Oh my goodness. And what about for you, Maritza? Anything on your end that you're either working on this weekend, or do you have any plans for the holiday? And Pickle, chime in with what you're doing. I don't want to exclude you just because it's a U.S. holiday. Hey, Mona, so good to see you. Hi, 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 hi. Um, yeah, so, yeah, I've still got a few days before the end of the month. Maybe I can pull some miracle out and get a few more things done. I'm not banking on too much, though, I'm telling you. Oh, dear. Mona, do you have any plans for the holiday? I think, of course, my husband has the day off, so his biggest plan is to be able to sleep in. That's a good plan, I think. Probably going to color. I love it. Yep. You can't beat that. I'm going to go back over this, I think. I hope to be able to color too, a little bit. I'll tell you what, sounds goofy, but I have been in the mood to color fall, and it's driving me nuts that I feel like I can't. I know I can. I mean, they're my books. I can color them if I want to. No, 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 no. You're celebrating. Oh, how fun. Yes, definitely. So see, you're having more fun than we are, Pickle. So good for you. You're making us all look bad. Oh, that's wonderful, Mona. I love it. Oh, that's so awesome. See, that's a beautiful thing. Tell him thank you for doing that. That really is so honorable. You've been in a Christmas mood, Mandy. So, am I the only one that feels like I need to wait until, the actual holiday or the season or whatever? Or like, Mandy, will you go ahead and color Christmas? Or are you going to hold off or wait for Christmas in July, I suppose, is the other thing you could do. But yeah, I've had just the mood for fall for some reason. Making potato salad. Mona the awesome cook. I love it. Oh, that's neat. Very nice. So it's kind of an all-around celebration for Memorial Day and birthdays as well. That's wonderful. I wish I was there because I know you're an awesome cook. I make a pretty mean potato salad, I have to admit. Not to toot my own horn, but mine is not bad. That is one thing I always enjoy. I don't necessarily enjoy making it, but I enjoy getting to eat it. It's so good. One of my favorite things. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Only 231 days until Christmas. Okay. That's just what we needed to know. I had, for some reason, this was their request for potato salad. Yeah, that's awesome. See, I'd be requesting that too. And you're just the sweet person that goes ahead and makes the request, which is awesome. Okay, let me come back over here. So yeah, I think we're just going to have ribs and salad and corn on the cob, I think is the size of it for us. There's only the two of us now, so. You hate to cook, Pickle? Yeah. Isn't that the truth? It's just never fun to cook for yourself. Yes, I agree. It's just, Like, oh, I'm having that again. Oh, good. Oh, that's funny, Sherry. So see, we're not the only crazies that are thinking about Christmas and fall and all the good things. That's funny. But yeah, I used to love to cook a lot. Like I like to can, I like to bake bread. You know, I'm a pretty good cook, I will say, but I've kind of lost my passion for it. And I think part of that is with us being empty nesters now. It's just I don't know, it's just not. My husband's super super sweet about, oh honey, don't worry about it. We can, eat leftovers or we can whatever. Like he's just super nice about it, and I appreciate that because sometimes I just don't have it in me to cook. And the older I get, the less I like to cook, I think. I feel bad, but that's so sweet of you. Aw, that's awesome that they don't make. Yeah. Oh, that's and you live. Oh, good for you, Pickle. That's real since you were 10. That's awesome, and that's young to be, cooking. That's awesome. But I know what you mean. There's just something about when you have to cook for yourself, or in my case, it's either myself or it's just the two of us, myself and my husband. It's just not that fun, and it's a lot of work. So, well. And then every now and again, I'll get in the mood to, whip something good up, and then that makes me happy to do too when I'm in the mood. When's your birthday, Sherry? I've been just shocked with how many May birthdays. My husband's birthday, my birthday, and there's a lot in my family as well. Like offhand, I can think of 7 people that have May birthdays. Chicken quesadilla sounds heavenly. We're having leftover chicken cacciatore that I made yesterday. Actually, let me say no, I didn't make it yesterday. I made it previously and I made too much and I froze it. So it was really really nice to be able just to pull something out of the freezer and have a nice dinner. And then I cheated on the bread and I used the Costco bread that you can, it's like a take and bake, the sourdough bread. And so I cheated and I baked that, and that was a nice little dinner. So Alabama's is Christmas Eve and Sherry's is Christmas Day. Oh, that's so cool. I gotta remember that for you guys. Oh, that's cool. So now, ladies, I need to know, did you guys always wish that you were not Christmas babies? Or like did it take away from your special day, or was it okay? I've always wondered about that. I've heard stories of, yeah, my presents were wrapped with, Christmas wrapping paper and things like that, and I've just always been curious if that's, I don't know. Like if it takes away from your day. Oh yeah, that's so nice, Mona. Big batches of soup in the freezer so it's easy to cook. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That's the way to do it when I can manage it. That's pretty awesome. So you do feel like that, Alabama. I'm sorry. Goodness. Well, if we were neighbors, I'd give you guys a birthday party in, like, I don't know, some other month. or or earlier in the month so that you could celebrate and not have to share it with Christmas. But to change, yeah, change it to July 15th, right? Okay, July 15th, go ahead and just have that celebration and Oh man. Go ahead and make up your birthday list, you know, your birthday menu, all the good things. Yeah, I'll bet, Sherry. Yeah, it's just it would have to be hard to have the holiday right there. And kind of like expensive too for, you know, if you're giving gifts for both, it's yeah, I don't know. That's tricky business. Have two birthdays, my mini moo does. Have two birthdays, when? This month you're talking about? Or Christmas? You lost me there. I'm sorry. Because you said one you're celebrating this weekend, and birthday wrapping paper to try to make it. Yeah, so she did try to make it special. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Mona, I need to take inspiration from that. I used to be better about that, and I just haven't been. So you know what? That'll be I really truly am gonna take some cues from you and kind of try to do things in batches like that and to make life easier for me because I've not been as good as I could be. On my birthday, our share day. Okay, gotcha. Oh wow. On the 27th. Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah. That's fun. Um, in my family, that just reminds me, Pickle, in my family, we used to always do, like, if you go to like a kid's birthday or anybody's birthday, and there's a little kid in the family, we would always bring them a present as well so that they'd, you know, because it's hard to see somebody else opening presents. So the birthday person would get, you know, all the gifts, but you'd usually get the little one a little something just to be able to open. So that sounds maybe sort of similar for May birthdays as well. Both sons and two granddaughters. Awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Sherry. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, that's sweet. He sounds like a keeper. It always makes you feel good when somebody tries to make your day special, you know? You know, Mandy, I'm probably the wrong one to ask about that because I'm the person that has limited pencils. So I would say Prismas just because that's what I learned on and that's what I've always used. So these are new to me. These are the Spearer Farben, actually, that I just got for a birthday present. And so, but yeah, I don't have many pencils. So I'm going to say Prisma, but it's not because of experience. It's because, you know, that's just what I have. You love them, Mandy? Yeah. And honestly, in a way, though, it's probably, for me, it's probably good because it's my, you know, I have a certain comfort zone with, you know, them. And I feel like I know them really well. And so I just sort of appreciate that, you know, sort of familiarity. But other than that, I mean, I don't have a whole lot. I've got some Castle Arts. I've got, you're putting me on the spot here. I've got some Black Widow. I'm probably the only person who doesn't love Black Widow. I just don't like them, so I don't use them. I've got Arteza, you know, the Expert and the watercolor. Derwent Inktense. What else do I have? The Gold Faubers, which I don't necessarily love either. What else do I have? You know, so not a whole lot is the answer to that. Awesome, Mandy. That's awesome. You don't like them either, Pickle. See, I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one. I got them way back when, and I don't have all of them or anything like that, but I don't like them. I just don't like them. And at the time, everybody was sort of raving about them, and I thought, oh, I need these apparently, but apparently I didn't need them because I don't use them. And I recently just got the black edition, the Faber-Castell black edition. Yeah, same pickle. Yeah, and that was enough for me to realize that I didn't need any more. Yeah, you know what? And Mandy, some people love them. I just don't. I just don't. Is that right, Alabama? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just saying to Mandy, that you people love them, so it's maybe I just didn't put enough time into them. Um, I've got Sioux colors and I enjoy those. And so, yeah, I'd love to get some polychromos one of these days. Maybe like Black Friday or something. It's a affordability issue for me to, be able to get some of those. Yes, Sherry, same. Yeah, I saw that earlier this week that they were on sale, and I thought, you know what, I'm on it. So I have Artisto are a good budget pencil. Good to know. And then, and I think I've heard that a lot of people like the Artex too for a budget pencil, maybe. Did I get that right? But yeah, I got those two for that killer sale. And I honestly, I couldn't pass it up. Um, I got the little neon set for my birthday, which I was real tickled about. They're really pretty colors. They're neons and pastels. I know sometimes neons don't sound like all that, ooh, neons, but these are a really, Black Edition has really pretty colored neons. And so I was really thankful for that birthday present. That was cool. And then I got the skin tones in that as well, just so I kind of, and I did learn that the at least for the 50 set, the neons and the skin tones are not in that 50 set. I don't know if they're in the 100 set or not, but they sell them as little 12 packs, and that's what I have for those. You love those, Sherry? Yeah. Color Yes and Brute Funer Pastels. Nice. Good to know. So many people with these awesome pencil collections. I'm just not one of them. So, oh goodness. As long as you enjoy the hobby. Thank you, Pickle. I appreciate you saying that. You know what? And I feel the same. I mean, I really do enjoy this hobby so much. I really, really do. There's just something about it that just, it's so calming, isn't it? It's fun, it's calming. It's like you get to design, your page however you want to, and I don't know. Like I think the very first time I realized that I like to color was kind of before the, I'm going to call it coloring, craze started. This is silly. This was by no means adult coloring, but I had this job that I worked at for actually 28 plus years, closer to 30 with the add-on time that I put into it. But we had the occasion when we had some downtime that we would color. So we'd have Crayola crayons, and we'd have little like Disney coloring books and whatever, just the whatever little kid coloring books, you could find. And sometimes we would print little, oh, I don't know, like mandalas, that type of thing, designs more. I don't believe I colored any mandalas back then, but, the little design kind of pages. And yeah, we just sit there and color. And I realized that, I would get these awful headaches, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to be a complainer or anything, but at the time I just would get these tension headaches. And I figured out that there was just like the way I would sort of tilt my head to the side and gently color, it relieved the tension in my neck, at least some of it. And I loved that so much. It just was just a tension relief for me. And so after that, that was kind of my first introduction. And then after that was, realizing that there were adult coloring books out there, and, getting into the groove with that. But yeah, that was just my first experience, was just with the Crayolas. And then graduated to like some Crayola pencils, and we'd all sort of share them at work. It was just sort of fun. Let's see. Yes, I am too, Sherry. I'm in the same place as you. So yeah, absolutely. It's just like my Prismas. I realize they're not a budget pencil, I guess, but they have served me well, and I've been able to, just sort of add to them, because you can buy them in open stock. I've been able to add to my, like when my 150 set goes down, in certain colors, I can go ahead and pick those up. And a good place to look, Sherry, is sometimes I can get some of those from Facebook Marketplace, and I'll just go ahead and pick those up and just put them in my closet. And then as my pencils whittle down, I have some backups. So I always have tins of backups at the ready. So that's kind of what I do. Oh my goodness, Mandy. Oh my goodness. I hope she's doing okay. I mean, that sounds promising that she's coming home on Tuesday, but I'm sorry she's in the hospital. Oh, nice, Mandy, that she bought. I'm looking up. I read that, and then prior to that, you said that she bought you your Prismas when she worked at Joann's. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Hi, Renee. So good to see you. Yeah, definitely prayers for your mom, Mandy. Goodness. That is, I hope, I hope all is well. But that does sound encouraging that she's coming home. That she's got a date when she's coming home. So, oh, well, definitely she'll be in my prayers. I'm really, that's always so hard when you have a parent that, or a family member that, you need to take care of and make sure, their care is well, is good and everything. And really, you kind of have to pilot your own ship on that, don't you? I mean, the doctors are wonderful and all that, but you definitely got to be, an advocate for, and speak up if you see anything that you feel like needs attention, and that's what we do for our parents, as they get older. Wow. My goodness. Both my parents are have passed away, but they were, you know, 90-ish when they passed away. So yeah, long, good, wonderful lives, but still, I think about them more often than you know, yeah, anyway, enough of that. That's a long time to be in the hospital. Goodness sakes, Mandy. Wow. Well, I hope that's, you know, the beginning of a wellness, you know, journey for her, and you know that she won't have any other concerns, you know. Goodness. I can hear the husband in the house now. So if you hear something that sounds like a power tool, it's probably just my husband and his allergies. He makes the craziest noises. So if you hear that, that's what it is. So my apologies. He's a little bit loud sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry, Alabama. Yeah, yeah, I can imagine it would be. Oh, good, Mandy. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Mm. Boy, I am a slow colorist here today on these. That's okay though. I'm having fun visiting with you guys, so that's what it's about. So all is well. So I will ask you, Renee, because we were all talking about earlier, if we're doing anything for the holiday, if you have any plans, or if you're making any good food, anything like that. Or if you had any other anything interesting going on over the weekend. He does, Alabama. I've had people tell me that when I talk to them on the phone, like, is that a power tool in the background? No, it's just my husband blowing his nose, or like he is so loud. But you know what? He's a pretty awesome husband. So if that's the worst I got, which is, you know, I am doing pretty good. So, but man, he is loud. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome, Renee. Oh, that's so nice. It's nice that you guys are able to get together so often too. But that's wonderful. Good for you guys. Very, very nice. Any excuse to get together, right? Oh, does he, Mandy? Yeah, their allergies are no fun. Thankfully, I don't really have them, but he really does. So I feel for him. I think I'm gonna come back here and add to this one a little bit here. I do the multi-sneezing too. I sneeze in multiples, excuse me, multiples of three, not multitudes, oh my goodness. Multiples of three, and if I sneeze like two times, or if I sneeze more than three times, my husband always says, "Oh no, you're getting sick," like just joking, but you know, because it's that predictable that I sneeze in threes. It's goofy. So it's kind of funny. Let's see. What will be one of the last times we can get together before she moves? Oh no. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So get together while you can for sure. Oh, I'm glad that you're able to enjoy, make the most of it. You know. Thank you, Pickle. I appreciate that. Like I said, I just dove in because I don't know these pencils, so I just thought, you know, let's just give it a whirl. This is the page we're working on. So, This is it. So far so good. You love the pinks, Mandy? Yeah, I'm partial to like those and purples and blues. I love all those. Well, really, I love all colors. Who am I kidding? But the cool colors, I just really, I love. Yeah, I do. But I love all colors. How do you blend? I'm not sure I know what you mean by that, Mandy. I guess I guess it depends on what you're using, and I'm not really sure what your question is. For me, I usually choose sort of I don't know, like several colors. You know, like a dark, light, medium, dark, right. You know what? It just really depends. People do it different ways. I Yeah, it just depends. I do it both ways. I don't know that there's a right or wrong. It's just kind of what you feel comfortable with. Um, I think I tend to start usually more with a light color, but I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it. Like I think when I first started, I started out with the dark colors and then um, dark to light pickle. Yeah, I think it just depends. But yeah, I think I a lot of times will do like yeah a light and then go in with a dark and then maybe um, my mid-tone. But honestly, it just depends. I am no expert, so yeah, I hear you, Pickle, with the dark to light because you can kind of diffuse it a bit. Usually use a blender pen of some kind too. Yeah, for sure. Yep. And then, like in this case, I'm going back over it with the dark because I felt like it needed it. Okay, or excuse me, not with the dark, with the more of a mid-tone. Okay, so I think I'm just going to call that for now and work on something else because you guys are probably tired of that. What look you're going for? I like to go to dark to light, but most times, but if I want to have the brighter colors, I will go light to dark. Gotcha. Yeah, me too, Pickle. Yep, me too. Yeah, it just sort of, I think you just sort of get a feel for things, you know, and I do like to pick out my highlights. So, like, let's just say, you know, right here, I like where this curve is. Let's just to do something different. So, I will oftentimes go in and pick out the lighter highlights like this. I'm going to try to move my hand a little bit so you can see better. Like this. So again, it just depends. That's what Renee was saying, and I agree with that. But I'll just like here, I'm going to pick that out, and then like this curve, you know, right here as well. And here, I'll just sort of pick out these spots that I want to be highlights, go in with my lightest color. Kind of like that. that way I've sort of mapped it out a little bit, and I've reserved that space for the highlight, and I don't forget that that's my highlight. So that's just sort of, yeah, that's a good way of wording it, I suppose, like I'm mapping it out. So, and then here as well. Yeah, something like that. You know, something like that. And then just kind of go from there. Let's see, I think, where am I on the screen here? And then I'm going to go in right now with my darkest color. And not that this is the right way to do it, it's just a way to do it. That could use a little bit more kind of feathering there. It's your way. Pickle, sometimes you just drill it down to like the most awesome little quotes. I love it. Like your quotes on your Instagram and stuff, you get to the heart of the matter, and I love that. So thank you, you know. Gosh, I'm sorry my arm gets in the, I try to make it to where you guys can see a little bit. Not that it's that fascinating, but try to make it so you can see a little bit better. So I went through this book. You know how she's got the, here, let me do this real quick. She's got the little register at the back of the book that has, you know, you can look up the page number and look up the scientific name for the flora and insects, birds, amphibians, whatever. Well, what's annoying in this book is that there's no number. So I finally went through, and like you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but I numbered them with a pencil so I could look them up. So, oops, I am so sorry I bumped my camera. So I don't necessarily follow like the the right way to color, you know, to color these the proper color. Like for example, this echinacea was a purple, but I decided to, you know, do it this way, more like a lazy Susan or something. But I was proud of myself for finally going in and, you know, just number these puppies. And that way, at least if I want to look them up, I can, you know. And a lot of them, I feel like I know the, you know, the names of them, but not necessarily the scientific name. You know, I know the common, you know, everyday name for them. So I still have to look them up when I see those. When I see her scientific name, a lot of times I'm like, what? What are we talking about? So, yeah, that's the way it goes. You know what? I'm with you, Pickle. I mean, your coloring is beautiful. You don't give yourself enough credit. Um, but I know what you're saying. Like we all love to hang out and just chit chat and shoot the breeze, and that to me is just, it's so much fun just to hang out with friends. And I wanted to color, and so I thought, you know what, let's just do this little impromptu. And oops, I want the medium. Yeah. Um, yeah, let's just dive in and do a little stream real quick. So, but yeah, a lot of times that's what it's, I'm not teaching you guys anything that you don't already know and whatever, but it's so nice to have the company, isn't it? I love chatting with you guys. You're the best. So, I know what you mean. That's a lazy sesame. Yeah. I I don't I don't necessarily know what they're supposed to be, but and sometimes I just feel like I want to color things a certain color and I don't want to follow along, and that's probably more times than not. I'm just going to do it the way I want to do it and not the color it's supposed to be. Oh, that's funny. I enjoy Pickle's streams and I enjoy Pickle's IG as well. You're just fun to hang out with, but your coloring is really pretty. So it's kind of double bonus. Yeah, I don't know how brave I would be to watercolor on stream. Oh, that's funny. Up dinner time? Okay. Oh, thank you, Sherry. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thanks for joining. It was so good to chat with you. And by the way, everybody, she already knows all the names of these because she's a gardener. Enjoy your dinner, hun. Yeah, I don't watercolor very often on coloring book pages. Like I do things like Neo 2 and Inktense, but not so much watercolors. I don't know why. I don't know why. I certainly have. I don't, I don't, I don't know. I don't know that there's that much, so many books that take it well. I think I've probably ruined more pages, with watercolor than I've, like the way they've come out. So maybe that's why, and that's fine. I mean, I can, as long as I'm having fun, that's fine. I don't mind. But yeah, I think overall it's just not my favorite thing to use. So anyway, yeah, just one of those things. Let me go back over with my little light here. I don't have a ton of watercolors either. I have the Sakura, is that what it's called, the Koi watercolor set. I've got some Jane Davenport. Um, I don't remember right now, but I'm much more comfortable doing, Inktense or Neo 2s. lot of people have been doing the, you know, picking up, what was I going to tell you? A lot of people are doing the, like, coloring, you know, scribbling water-based markers, you know, on something, and then using a paintbrush to pick it up and use it like watercolor. I don't so much do that in coloring books, but I've done that for years and years in journals. Journals are fun to play with just because you can, anything goes and they're private, you know, and I've always enjoyed using it that way in my journals. There's lots of things I use in my journals that I wouldn't use on a coloring page, though. But okay. I know you do, Pickle. Yeah, I just, mine is, you know, mine isn't personal. I just don't share it on my channel. I don't know. I don't write anything in it that's, and I love your journal, by the way. That's one of the things, because the quotes, and it gives me like food for thought to sort of just, you know, I don't know. It just does. But yeah, mine are, I would show you right now, but I am afraid that I'd have to cover some stuff up. Actually, hang on a sec. Let me look. Okay, so what I do is I use a Stalogy. Let me set this aside for a moment. I use a Stalogy, and it's a creative journal, so you can see I make, like I've got the little tabs in here. I just grabbed one at random, and I collage on the front of it, you know, just to make a little, and it's just fun. So I gotta kind of look, because I don't want to I don't want to give anything away, but you know, like these are pictures from my garden. Um, you know, here, this is a calendar. I want to be careful though, because I don't want to show anything. Hang on just a second here. Okay, or like this, you know, I just go ahead and you know, like this is a picture that I printed out, obviously from a Jasmine Beckett Griffith page that I colored. And I might use stickers, some collage things, some washi, um, you know, just different bits of ephemera. Oh, this was, I like to geocache, so here's a geo coin, um, you know, and I just write little highlights of the day, made sourdough, cinnamon rolls, and then I cut these out from a magazine, you know. Um, yeah, just highlights of my day. So it really isn't mostly anything personal. You can't deal with chunky. Yeah, yeah. I love how chunky journals get too. That is like my fave, you know. I just do. I don't care, Shannon. If they're mine all closed, like this one actually, the Stalogy I separated because it was getting so chunky. It was a year journal, and you can see I bound it myself with binder's tape, and just, you know, so that it wasn't too obnoxious. But that's one example. Sometimes I doodle in it and stuff. Here, I'm gonna look real quick, because I'm trying not to, I want to like look at what I'm, okay, so, you know, it rained, you know, feel like I'm getting sick. I made egg McMuffins. Oh, sorry, it was out of screen. I made egg McMuffins, you know, whatever I made, you know, I'll put in there. This was cut out of, you know, little kids coloring or book, reading book, you know. Just, yeah, just crap, you know, Jack in the Box, you know, cut out from the bag. I just do like silly things. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm just gonna randomly. One of these days, what I'll do is I will go in and I'll, yeah, like, yeah, let's see here. Oh, yeah, that's somebody's address, so I don't want to show that to you. Yeah, one of these days, though, I'll go in and show you stuff, you know, that here. But like you can just sort of see, you know, here's a little tip in. I got an order of my carbon ink in for drawing, whatever, you know. So here's a cutout of a little ink bottle. My friend makes tea, and this is one of her tea labels, and I had some of her tea. Made some bread, baked some bread, you can see. So that's what I wrote about there. And yeah, just little random things. So that's kind of the size of it. So one of these days I'll take little stickies out and I will kind of mask it up a little bit, and then I'll show you guys. But I agree with you, Pickle. It's fun just to see different styles, isn't it? I agree with you. Yeah, definitely, Pickle. You know what I use sometimes is those hair ties. Do you ever do that? I'll use those. I think that's like here we get them at like the dollar store, and those make nice little closures for the journals. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I guess like I haven't done a whole lot of that here just because I don't know how many people are really interested in journaling, you know. I think people are funny sometimes about mixing up their hobbies on channels, don't you think? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I would like to be able to share that, but I think, you know, some people come, you know, if they come for the coloring, do they really want to see my journals? I don't know. I guess it just depends on, you know, your audience, you know, and what kind of a channel you have, you know. So I guess I could turn it into that. Mix it all in. See, yeah, exactly, Shannon. Like I love that you do that. You know what I mean? And I think though if you've started with that from the beginning, that's the subscribers that you have. They know to expect that you are a crafter and you do all the things, you know. And same thing like with Pickle and in you know, sharing the journaling and whatnot. Maybe I will. I don't know. Do it all in one. The people don't get a choice. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Honestly, Shannon, that is why I did create, because I wasn't really sure where I was going to go with the channel. So, yeah, you know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get brave in one of these days. Do that. I haven't been as active. I used to be a daily journaler for years and years, like from 2015 until the end of the year. 2013, I was a daily journaler. And now with, you know, the coloring channel, I find that I just don't have as much time to do it daily. So, I don't know, you know, if I have enough goodies to share, but maybe I will. You guys have inspired me. We'll see how it goes, you know, because I like to see other things in people's channels. I really do. Or like Renee shared your little nude house, you know, craft. I can't think of what it's called right now, but yeah, I love that. I love that. But if you know the person, you know, I think it's you're kind of interested in everything they do. I think, at least I am. So, yeah, do what you want to do. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. I love it. Well, guys, I think I'm going to skedaddle and kind of get the dinner going and all the things, but it's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. You guys are so fun. So have an awesome weekend. Stay safe, all that good stuff. Oh, thank you, Pickle. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point you make. Absolutely, you know. Yeah, you attract the people that, yeah, there you go. Who want to watch your channel or don't. No, I agree with you. Definitely. So thank you. No, it was fun to have a little impromptu. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you next time. All right, bye.